Hello friends, it's Audrey from Odds and Ends, and welcome to day 1 through 5 of Povember. And this is hosted by the lovely and talented Priscilla over Release the Craftin'. And it started yesterday, November 1st. It goes to the end of the month. There is a prompt for each day. There are different tiers that you can do if you want just one project per 5 prompts, or go check out Priscilla's page. She explains it a little bit better than I will. I am going to do a page for every single one of the prompts, and I'm going to share them 5 at a time. And I'll post either on Friday, Saturdays, Sundays. Don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure that's what my plan is. So today's going to be the Valley of Unrest. Oh, before we get to that, I did finish doodling in here. It was too white, and I didn't want to add anything other than doodling. My book is going to be 50% collage, 20% doodling, and the rest will be art journaling. Not a whole lot of junk journaling, although all the images that I'm taking out are basically from magazines or recycled books, but not so much junk as getting out of the garbage. I didn't do anything to the cover page. The light's a little better today. You can kind of see the tree in the embossing. And it's just clear grit paste, and I added dragon glaze, is it dragonfly glaze to it, and depending on what color it's on top of it, it took on a different hue. On black it took pink, on gray it took to lavender, and then it's clear pretty much everywhere else. Very interesting. Okay. I am not a poet. If you want a poet, go check out Amethyst Raven. She reads these poems beautifully. I am just going to read it normally, and you're just going to have to deal with it. I did divide the poem into 5s to sort of go with my pages. They're in order. Some of them go better with the prompts than others, but I make it do. That's what I do. I used a calligraphy pen. That's my handwriting. Hopefully you can read it. If not, I'm going to tell you what it says anyway. This poem is called The Valley of Unrest, and our prompt today is silence. Once it smiled a silent dell where the people did not dwell. They had gone unto the wars, trusting to mild-eyed stars. Okay, now it continues on another page, but in the meantime, the background of my collage is from National Geographic. It's one of the galaxy astronomy issues. And I put a statue. I think this statue is somewhere in Russia. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say St. Petersburg. The book's around here somewhere. It's a huge statue. This is just the topper. I fussy cut it out, put it on top of the world, because to me, silence, space, and the church, the 2 quietest things. Quiet but loud, if you know what I mean. Piece of washi tape with two human hands with the planets intertwined with them. We have a little piece of washi ephemera here with handwritten. I'm really bad with dates. I know that Poe was alive. He died when he was 40, and it was before the invention of typewriters for the general usage. I'm sure some people had a typesetter, but not most of his work would have been handwritten. So I like the little handwriting and a pen. The Zentangle on here is called the Puff Border. And I liked how it framed out the universe. I have a little bit of washi tape here to cover the white. I wanted to make sure the crease that was in the fold out of the magazine was in the crease of my journal. And the background of this is angels and church figures, candles, very religious scenes. And I thought it went very well with my silence. Okay, next page. To keep watch above the flowers in the mist of which all day the red sunlight lazily lay. Okay, the prompt is grave. I just traced out part of this medallia, added a bunch of wildflowers to match the coloring on this page. This is 3 different scenes in one of my Irish travel books. We have a red-orange sunset over the water. We have a countryside with the miscellaneous gravestones. I've got some sheep just chewing and laying out. We have the wildflowers. This is a painting that I found in my mid-century modern book, and I loved it. It kind of looks like a portal, and I thought it would look great on the back of this tower in the sky. Looks very time travel-ish. And since we're going to old ruins, yeah, this is time travel to me. And we have the flowers here, the red sunlight, and to keep watch above the flowers, well, we have a tower. And this tower was huge. If I would have used the entire thing, this book would be 24 inches tall. So I just cut it down, superimposed the top to the bottom because I obviously wanted the top in this picture. So we have 4 layers here. Outlined it in black. There we go. Okay, let's go on to our next stanza. Now each visitor shall confess the sad valley's restlessness. Nothing there is motionless, nothing save the airs that brood over the magic solitude. So the prompt is visitor. And we've got a stained glass with a magical bird that's flying through. We have a magical hand. We have a clock. The Zentangle, this is Zenith, and this is Fescue. And we have a traveler. And we have a crazy clock. Kind of reminds me more of time travel. And we have got the Aurora Borealis, because it just screams magic solitude to me. And if I was going to time travel, that is where I would time travel to. It's beautiful. And I really, really, really like how it glows against this very moody, misty mountain sky. So that is my visitor. This the word for this day, for number 4, is azure. And azure is a bright blue. And by no wind are stirred those trees that palpitate like the chilled seas around the misty Hebrides. Ah, but no wind those clouds are driven that rustle through the unquiet heaven. Now, Hebrides, I had to look the word up. It is it's a scientific term where hydrogen molecules connect with another chemical, such as H2O. So basically, it's what the mist is made out of. And terrible word for me to try to pronounce. Not good with that. I did a bunch of Zentangles. I wanted to keep the spirit ghosty looking vapor. This little shape kind of reminds me of Aladdin lamp, and we've got the spirit that came out of the lamp. I'm reading a book about genies right now. That's kind of where that came from. Whatever book I tend to read is usually comes out in whatever art project I'm working. This, in 1922, this photographer got photo of the year. I pulled this out of one of my my husband's camera photography magazines. It's an awesome photo. And somebody's shadow reflected on the mist. So we have the cliffs, and I believe those cliffs were either in Ireland or Scotland, if I'm not mistaken. These mountains were in a mid-century art advertisement. So we have water, mountains, sky, azure, and we've got a spirit here, and we've got spirits there, and I really, really, really love how this came out. And you can see all my little doodles and Zentangles, and then we have more azure color over here in clouds. And that is actually part of an old calendar. So that part is junk. I did recycle that. Okay. And the last one I'm showing today is number 5. And it's magic is the prompt. Uneasily from morning till evening, over the violets there that lie in myriad types of the human eye, over 3 lilies there that wave and weep above a nameless grave. They wave from out their fragrant tops, eternal dews come down in drops. They weep from off their delicate stems, perennial tears descend in gems. So no formal Zentangle, I kind of just traced over the pattern a little. I made it more simplified, little auras and flicks and things like that. We've got magic. These are violets. This is a lily page. I hand drew a lily on the back. We have some tears coming from the lily that changed into gemstones. We have an angel weeping over an unmarked grave. And we have violets, or pansies, depending on what part of the country you are in is what you call them. But they're purple, so these ones are pansies. Although they're violets because they're violet colored pansies. But yeah, we've got a marble statue on the grave. I did some gel pens to outline the violets. This is, the yellow is done in the gold Winkostella, and then we have the clear Winkostella to add the sparkle that produces the gemstones, and they're going to be dripping down. But yeah, you can see all the glitter, and then the gel pens on the pansies, and the angel crying. Then you can see just doodles on the marbling on that page. And we have another lily over there. And there we go. So this is day 1 through 5. I hope you liked it. I'm having fun with the collaging and looking through tons of publications to see what I like. So, okay. Well, thank you, and I will see you next Saturday or Sunday, depending on how much time I get during the week to work on this, for prompts 6 through 10. I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye.